Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project365, episode 304. I was fortunate enough to come out to CrossFit Queens. They had a great competition today, and started talking to head coaches Gabriel and Roscoe. And we were talking about, in a competition like this, about the importance of being efficient with barbell movements. Today had a whole bunch of barbell movements in it, and we started talking about barbell efficiency. How can we increase that to have our best chances or our best performance, really, right? So here's what we came up with, and this is what we're going to share today.
So one of the common tendencies you'll tend to find with athletes, especially that are sort of newer to weightlifting, is because we manipulate objects with our hands so much day in and day out, we like to be real top heavy with our pulls. So what we want to talk about today is to improve your efficiency in your bar path, power, and vertical extension, being patient, getting from the hang to your power position before you hit that second pull. So what we tend to see very often is, you pick up the bar real quick, either a lazy hang position where the knees are forward and the shoulders are right on top, which is very suboptimal. We've got almost disengaged hamstrings in the posterior chain. We want to fix that by staying over the bar with the knees back. Either we tend to see that here, or folks get here, but then they just want to rip it as hard as they can from here. And then you can see that big curved bar path and obviously diminished efficiency by increasing the distance and that curve in the path. So that patience concept all comes down to shifting forward, getting those knees in front to you're essentially vertical in that power position, and now you can get that maximal extension right overhead.
I don't know if that looked good or not, but let's try it one more time. Is that kind of what we're talking about, though?
I think it's solid. Go ahead, one fluid motion. Boom. Yeah.
Oh! So, yeah, so basically, you can go on from there.
Yeah. So today in our competition at Hail to the King, our first workout was a strength complex, 3 of them. The guys only had 5 minutes to do 3 heavy lifts, and it was involving the clean. So we saw a lot of guys struggle with that heavy load in the hang, where they're just kind of yanking from the knee, as well as WOD 2. They had to start out with 20 power cleans at 175, and these guys, a lot of them are basically reverse curling, which for someone that's really strong might be okay, but it's going to cost you in a workout over time. In this particular workout, it ended with 5 hang snatches at 135, and that's really when things got ugly for people, because they're just really starting to just pull right from that hang position and not doing what Coach Gabriel was talking about, which is utilizing the hip before extension upward on that pull. So if you just want to hit it one more time from your hang snatch, bam. Efficiency while under maximal fatigue is sometimes a game breaker from whether you're going to finish first in a workout or second, or in some people's cases today, last or second to last.
Don't be making fun of me like that. All right, so basically, guys, the take-home topics that I kind of got from that is that even under fatigue, it's that much more important to stay patient, right? Because the more work that you have to do to get into a position, the more effort that you have to put towards that position rather than towards making the lift. So we're much less efficient when we allow our shoulders to be equal or behind the bar. It's so much harder to now stand up and go like this. So under fatigue, that's going to be almost next to impossible. I might be able to get away with it before when I'm fresh, but it's so much more important to get back into this power position. So now I can use my legs, right? Especially when we do these movements coupled with upper extremity movements that are going to fatigue those. And now I can't reverse curl because it's dead. I now need to be able to use those big chunky glutes and those quads that I have so I can, boom, power up. And then all I'm doing is catching it rather than, even if my form gets bad, I can still rely on the biggest tissues that I have rather than my hands and like the smaller tissues. Does that sound about right?
Sounds great.
All right. Guys, thank you so much. CrossFit Queens, thank you so much. Roscoe, thank you so much. Gabriel, thank you so much. Guys, and until tomorrow, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.
Light up.